If you come near my face, what I can't do trying to say. We can be friends. Hold up. Welcome back to Big Mama Energy.
Yes, welcome. I'm Brittany.
And I am Tia, okay?
Good to see you guys again. Thank you for coming back and tuning in.
Welcome to all our new subscribers. I see y'all showing love. I see it, okay? Thank you, we appreciate it.
So today we're going to be getting into a topic of discussion. And I feel like this topic has been going on since the end of time.
Absolutely.
And we still don't really know an answer.
Yeah, so today we're going to be getting into it. Can males and females be friends? Can the opposite sex be friends?
Can we be friends?
Can we be friends?
Coexist as friends?
And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Platonic, right?
Yeah.
Strictly friends.
Which we feel? No, we gonna get into it.
We gonna pack it.
But before we do, go ahead and subscribe. Y'all already know the vibes.
Do that now. Get here now.
Y'all know the vibe.
You might as well.
Okay.
Get into it.
Go ahead and subscribe and also tap that bell so you can get all the notifications anytime we drop a new video.
Absolutely. Stay current.
Definitely stay current, my guy. If you knew better, you do better. Let's talk about it.
So, I don't know. It's a dilemma of mine. Me, I don't think opposite sex can be friends. Just based upon my experience, like, it never works out. But it never worked out for me. Like, I just felt like somebody was trying to hit it. Like, either he was on my top, you know what I mean? And he was secretly trying to hit it, or I was trying to hit, like, somebody was trying to hit it. We wasn't just friends.
I feel like that's kind of how it is. I feel like when it comes to, I mean, I'm not everybody, so I could be wrong, but I feel like when opposites, the opposite sex,
right,
interact for the first time, it's usually a sense of attraction there from either party, so one or the other or both. So I just feel like, really, realistically, can you really consider that person a friend?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like somebody came at somebody. Like, how did you become friends to begin with?
Somebody friend zoned somebody.
That could be it too. Like, somebody got friend zoned and now you're just like, all right, we're friends.
Yeah, but if given the opportunity,
it's different scenario. Yeah, but if you're given the opportunity,
they will.
Would you cross that line?
I've been in a situation, and I'll say this much, okay, for instance, I was in a relationship and this guy that I became cool with or whatever, he's an attractive guy, but when I'm in a relationship, I don't really play those type of games or whatever. I kept it what it was. I was aware that he was attracted to me, like he liked me for sure, and if given the opportunity, he would. So that was that. Did we mess with each other? Eventually we did. At that time, no, we did not. Like, years later, we wound up dealing with each other. So, like, was that really a friend?
No. He was trying to get in his bag. I feel like he was trying to get in his bag, and he like, all right, well, I'm about to be her friend until I find my opportunity and slip right through the cracks.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah, even on the girl side, like, somebody I used to deal with had, a best friend. And I'm like, well, how did y'all meet? Like, you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, well, she was trying to holler at me. I wasn't interested. And we just ended up being cool. And I was like, ended up talking to her friend, I guess. He ended up talking to her friend. But, like, that's my whole thing. Like, the initial, interaction was she was trying to holler at him.
Exactly.
And he claimed that she never made a move after that rejection.
Right.
And they, were just friends, period.
Something that I just thought about. See, this is I feel like a subject that will forever go back and forth because I just thought of something, and it makes sense because when you meet somebody, you know, you don't get to, like, you're not getting to know them, right? You just meet them and you see those looks, that first physical attraction, right? That gets you. You can get to know somebody and be turned on by them.
That's true.
So
that's true. Y'all can really be friends.
And y'all can really be friends, right?
I don't like you.
I don't like
in that way.
Yeah, so I mean, now that I thought about that, it definitely can.
It can move that way.
It can move that way.
If you're not interested in them, like if you actually get to know them and you feel like, oh my gosh, like yeah, we're not compatible.
Right.
You're this ain't it. Or you're just good as my friend. I see who you are.
Right.
And I don't like you. But you gotta get to that point. Like, you know what I mean? If y'all both like each other and this person is cool as shit, like, I don't know. I feel like that would be a problem for you if you're in a relationship. Right. Or if they're in a relationship. You know what I mean? It just gets too much. Like, even with people being friends and then now you're in a relationship and now you have this best friend that's of the opposite sex.
Right.
I'm like, I don't like that shit for the most part.
Right.
Because you know what? I don't like it if there's not any boundaries placed on it. Like, why are you calling my man's phone at 12 at night?
Right.
Shit that you used to do when y'all was single or he was single, that's not cool no more. Like, put some boundaries up on it. And I feel like that is for my partner to do. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they need to put boundaries on it. Like, look, you can't be calling my phone all hours of the night. You know?
Absolutely.
I'm in the bed with my boo. Like, that's not, you know what I mean? Call me in the morning, whatever. You gotta put boundaries on shit.
For sure. And then at the same time, I feel like in most of the situations I've seen, like with opposite sex friendships, for the most part, the guy be the ones that have these female best friends.
Yes, they do, yes.
You don't see a lot of women that are in relationships with straight male best friends.
Straight, yeah, honestly. Yeah.
You don't see it because you know why? The man is not having it.
For the most part, he was shutting shit down.
For the most part, they're not having it because they know that 9 times out of 10, that man is attracted to you or was in some type of way. And if given an opportunity, he gonna slide up on you.
Right. And he definitely is going, men will establish that dominance, you know what I mean?
Right.
They like, no, that's my woman. Like, who is this other man?
Who is this other man?
And what is he giving to you? That shit is like, they're very territorial. Even though females are too, I feel like.
Females are too.
People are, I feel like, over their mate, significant other, whatever you want to say. It depends on a person, your personality. Like, I'm not with that shit. Like, y'all could be friends and everything, but I'm your best friend. Let's be clear. You know, and she could be your friend and that's cool and all, but we put these boundaries up on it.
And some best friends, like even in, you know, same sex best friends, like sometimes it's too much. It needs boundaries in general.
Yeah,
you know, your friendships need boundaries. I feel like all type of every relationship needs boundaries, right? Yeah. So imagine, like you said, calling my man at 12 a.m. or asking my man for money. We're not doing that. Okay? He's not cash apping you nothing for you. No. We're not doing it. Okay? Bitch. You got the wrong one.
Got the wrong.
We not doing that. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm just saying, you know, it's definitely boundaries here. And people cross the line.
And you know what? I feel like sometimes the person can't see it when they're friends. I'm like, are you kidding me? This person likes you.
Right.
Like, what? I never forget I was in a relationship and I'm like, yo, shorty likes you. No, she don't. You tripping. You're crazy. Okay.
Am I?
Couple weeks later, that person tried to push up on him. Now you like, oh, you was right. Yeah, I told you that.
Right.
Like, you couldn't see? Oh, now just every TV show is your favorite TV show too? I'm like, excuse me, like, bye. I see through this shit. I'm like, this person wants you. And this wasn't like the friendship wasn't before us. Like, I was in this relationship and then this person gained a friend. And I'm like, bitch, you too hype. Like, I don't like that shit. I can feel the energy. And I was like, no, she's hype. She definitely had some type of sexual energy that she was like to release. I felt it.
No, for sure.
And I was like,
so, like I said, I still feel like this is a topic where it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. When starting this video, I definitely came on here to say that no, there's no such thing. Y'all are not friends. But the only thing that made me go like, huh, is only because you can get to know somebody and be like, nah.
But you might be like, no.
Right.
But they might be like, yes. They might be
That
still,
could
you
be
know
a
what I
thing
mean?
as well.
Like, they still might be on it to where it's though. You said no, but they like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get at it one day. Like, I'm gonna wait for the right time.
That is true. That is true. So have you ever been in a situation where you were friends with someone that may have been attracted to you? And
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, and I was not aware of it.
Okay.
I did not know this person like me to save my life. Like, I was ugly around this person. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, fresh out the bed. Like, just, that was the homie.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know that, you know, that person liked me. And I was like shocked when I learned. I'm like, what? Why?
Right.
Why do you like me? And it wasn't like we were just friends. And I'm like, why do you like me? Like, we
So
be kicking it. I be trying to put you deep with people.
okay.
Like, you know what I mean? You really just a homie. I was very confused.
Right.
I thought that motherfucker like
So
somebody
you
else. I
had
was shocked.
no idea.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I was, excuse me. I was very shocked. I was like, okay.
Okay, so how did that change the dynamic of everything?
It messed up the whole friendship, to be very honest. It ruined the shit. It ruined it because we decided to act on it and lost a friend.
Yeah.
Never was friends again.
Oh, so y'all did decide to
Yeah.
So, okay, so you were shocked that he was interested,
Right.
but you were attracted to him as well?
He was alright.
Okay.
He was alright. He wasn't ugly. But naturally, like, at first, I just wasn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
I just wasn't thinking about that person like at all. In that way. So,
I feel like
just because you cute don't mean like I want you. So
that's true.
That's a whole
That's very true. I do feel like sometimes we like look past people, if that makes sense. Like, you just don't really be on there. Like, I'm really not checking for you. But sometimes when, you know, they say something, you start looking at them differently.
Right.
I feel like, in a way. What did you feel like that was the situation, or?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, you are. You
like,
know?
you are cute too, but I wasn't thinking about you at first.
Right.
But okay.
And it's a difference too, because you was around him. Because that can change how you feel about somebody too once you get to know them.
Yeah.
So you might not have initially been, you know, attracted to
Yeah.
them, but then like personalities and stuff like that.
I feel like I should have kept it straight friendship though.
Right.
Because we had a good friendship.
Right. And that's how I felt in my situation. I felt like once we crossed that line, it's kind of hard to even like get back.
It is hard to get back.
It's hard to get back there because you done already got intimate with this person, and you know, what if, you know, they like it, you know, they want it all, you know, it gets weird.
It gets messy.
It gets messy.
Especially if you don't feel the same way.
Right.
Like, if y'all did cross that line and you was like, okay, no, I'm
Right.
not, this ain't it. And then they was like, yeah,
Right.
I feel like it is it. And it's like, now it's a conflict.
It's definitely a conflict.
And yeah, now it's like, ugh.
Especially when, first of all, anytime that you add sex to any situation, it changes the dynamic of it. So, in my situation, it was weird because it wasn't like, you know, I was like, oh, I want to be with you. Or even him saying he wanted to be with me. It was just like, it happened. We were attracted to each other. It happened. But it definitely messed up our friendship because it was weird. Like, he was definitely on that shit. He was definitely on that shit, and I felt like we had a solid friendship.
Right.
So don't just be trying to treat me like any other random chick that you dealt with.
Right.
Like, we was too sturdy for that in my eyes. Or whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And it wasn't necessarily like, I just felt like he was moving on nut shit. Like, he was really
on
doing
nut time,
nut
like,
ass. Yeah. So
And that's probably put him in a different light. You like, oh.
yeah, it made me like not like him because it's like Don't switch up now. Like, we too solid for that. Like, for
But
real.
see, people be solid friends, but they don't be solid partners.
They
Some of
don't.
them.
They really
be,
don't.
And you get to see a different side when you start dealing with them. You're like, you're really a nut for real. Like, you a cool friend.
Right.
But for me to take you seriously, like, no. This is how you treat these hoes. This is exactly who you are. You know what I mean? This is why you're in the situation that you be in. Because this is how you treat
That's
them.
true.
And you do nut shit. And you move nutty.
That's true.
Some people are better friends. Way better friends.
Yep, exactly.
Than
And
they
this
are
is
partners.
why
It's
sometimes
friends.
you should not cross those lines.
Right.
If you consider somebody a solid, sturdy friend and like that's your homie,
Right.
don't do it. It's not worth it.
not.
It's really not worth
It
it.
really don't be worth it. It's not
It's
worth
really
it.
not worth it. And I'm not talking about, because you know they say, you know, your lover is supposed to be your best friend. We're not talking about that. Like, if you've been friends, solid. Now some people do that, like they've been friends for years,
And they end up
and then they end up being together, and
that's a whole other thing. If it works for you, it works for you. But sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes
for the
it
most part,
don't.
I feel like for me, I can only speak to like what I've been through. It has never worked. I do not like that person afterwards, and we end up growing apart, or it was too awkward.
right.
And now I'm not talking to you.
Right.
And it's just weird. So I would not recommend it. It's just,
Right.
at least it didn't work for me. Now, you know, as far as somebody that you're dealing with and y'all, you know, are growing in your relationship and now y'all together, you do become best friends. You do become really close.
Right.
But are you really like best friends? Like you're a homie? No. It's just
It's a
different
difference.
dynamic.
It's a different. It's
dynamic.
definitely a different.
Y'all cool,
dynamic,
y'all got your
for
own
sure.
relationship, you know what I mean?
Right.
Your own connection, but it's just different.
And then, like, okay, so to kind of go back to what you were talking about when you said like you were in a relationship with somebody and then they had a friend that they met
Yes.
after y'all was already in a relationship. How does that work for you?
That didn't work well for me because I'm like, who is this person? And you know what it is? I want to get to be around this person and see their energy around you. And that's exactly what happened. At first, I just would hear about it, like, oh yeah, she's so funny, she loves this, she loves the same shows I love, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this motherfucker is lying. That's just me. I just felt like, and I said, you know what, maybe I need to meet this young lady and be around the energy. And lo and behold, as soon as I was around the two of them, I was like, yeah, no.
Right.
No. Absolutely no. I was like, I was getting that sexual energy. This person just, oh my God.
Oh yeah. First of all, who was you touching?
I was like, are you kidding me?
We not
And
doing
now we're not doing that. And now you want me to tell me that you don't feel all that sexual fucking energy that person is giving you? You don't feel that shit.
Yeah.
Because I can feel it from across the room.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me. It's one thing if a person had a best friend before, you know,
prior.
a relationship. That's something else that we gotta figure this out. You know what I mean? But still, because they be trying it too.
Yeah, it is something.
But to now meet somebody of the opposite sex and now that's your friend, no.
And that's your bestie.
No, we not doing
And they
that.
always want out to eat. And I'm like, I'm
No.
not stupid. Like, I'm not stupid. You can't get one over on me. Stop fucking playing with me.
Yeah, no, it's a no for me, bruh. It's a no.
It was
It's a no.
absolutely a no. I was
It's a
like, you know. So fix it.
Yeah, because even still to this day, like, all right, let's say, all right, when dudes be trying to talk to me, and yes, I am single, but I've been told niggas that I'm not single before. Like,
Right.
yeah, I got a man. I'm sorry.
I'm
And they be
good.
like, oh, we can't be friends. No, we cannot.
We can't be friends, Clarence.
No, we cannot. You was just trying to eat a cupcake out my ass. No, we cannot be friends, sir. We can't. You don't want to be my friend.
We can't be friends. Oh, your man doesn't allow you to have friends? Not ones like you, sir.
No.
Because you know what it is. Like,
Not ones that want to eat it from the rooter to the tutor. Okay? And that's what you want to do. So, and do you have to be, and I feel like some people are naive. Some people are naive. Oh, no, they don't like me. Oh, no.
You can tell.
No.
You can tell. Like, I
even
can
if
always tell.
you may not cross those lines or cross those boundaries, that don't mean that they have boundaries.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's this whole topic is, I don't know. Me personally, I feel like I'd rather not deal with somebody that has a female best friend.
And if you have a female friend, just know it's gonna be some boundaries around. You can
Definitely.
because you can have female friends, Like, you know, my current situation, my fiance has a female friend.
Right.
But there's boundaries. Like, she's not disrespectful and she don't cross the lines.
And that's,
you see what I'm saying? And I've been his friend forever.
Right.
But she's not a disrespectful person. I like her.
Okay.
So it's just like, it's a little different. I don't know.
Right.
Than somebody, and I've dated somebody who had friends too. And those friends was really their friends. So I don't know.
I've dated people that had, you know.
So it's, I guess, you know what it depends on? It depends on the people involved. It really does.
It depends on the person that you're seeing, number one. It definitely depends on them. Because, like, if they're not, like, applying those boundaries and setting those boundaries, you know what I mean, then people are going to do what they want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no reason why I should be in a relationship and feel like she's in a relationship with my man too.
Exactly.
Like,
and feel like if something comes up, you having a hard time choosing on what's more important.
Right. Right.
Like, if you were out somewhere stranded on the road at 2 o'clock in the morning, I feel like you need to call whoever you're fucking to go help you.
Right.
Or your fucking dad or somebody. Not my man.
Yeah.
Triple A.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you gotta call my man for everything, bitch, get your own man. Respectfully. Why you keep calling him for shit that your man should be doing?
Well, pretty much.
Especially if you got a man, or, you know, whatever friends you're dealing with, whoever, get your dad, somebody. Because why does my man have to get out of his bed at a certain time of night and go help you? Listen, sis, it's not gonna happen. It won't.
Yeah.
Period. Because it's always gonna be me. You know that. It's always gonna be me. First.
I don't like
that's
the
just
shit.
Yeah.
I don't like to share, and I feel like that's me sharing my man, and we can't do that.
We can't. And it's like, because, like I said, people are territorial.
Yeah. Me. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to share. I don't.
Right. Because think about it. I can't get out of my bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and go help some man do something.
And that's the thing.
Or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. When it comes to these men,
it's not gonna happen.
It's not happening. What?
Like, oh, he ain't eat, so I gotta go take him a plate of food. Who was letting you? I just wanna know.
Not a bitch ass nigga, if anything.
Like, I don't know. It's just so, that's just, yeah. It don't work like that.
I'm gonna say it's a no for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a no, straight up and down. It's a no.
It's a no, yeah.
I mean, granted, people can have friends, but I just feel like 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say it, 9 times out of 10, when somebody is friends with the opposite sex, somebody was attracted to someone. Period.
Somebody was liking on somebody.
9 times out of 10. It's very rare that you have 2 friends of the opposite sex that never was attracted to one another. Like, somebody was attracted to somebody, or both was attracted to each other.
Unless y'all don't like unless you don't like their sex, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're not into that sex, like that person, because that's not what your preference is.
Exactly.
That's when you have different dynamics.
That's a different dynamic. Yes.
And that typically is when certain people are comfortable.
Right.
They're like, oh, they're not worried about you, so you know what I mean? So now we can be good friends. You know?
Right.
And it's cool. So it depends on, like I said, if you want to have friends and things, there needs to be boundaries around it. And that's just that.
Right.
I just feel like that's what it is.
Yeah.
You cracking up.
I'm laughing, y'all, because if I stood up, y'all be like, girl, your ass is out.
Oh, oh my God.
I'm sorry, guys. But but yeah, I really honestly, I don't have too much more to say about this because it's like, yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it really is what it is. I don't know. I don't know how I feel as far as, like you said, it definitely has to have boundaries, and that's just it. It definitely has to have boundaries.
Yeah, and I feel like whoever you're with needs to be the one implementing them, so they can be sturdy on it. Like, no, like, you know what I mean? And then you gotta be in a nasty way. It just is what it is. Like, once you start, I feel like when you show people like how to treat your relationship and how it is, you know what it is. They just know.
Right.
Like, you just know that you're not with that shit.
I just feel like a real one. Like, my thing is, if let's say if I did personally have a male best friend, right? And, you know, he got a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
He would not have to tell me. He wouldn't have to set boundaries with me. Like, he wouldn't have to tell me, oh, you can't call me at this time, or you can't do X, Y, and Z. Because that's, you know.
Because you just know.
That's just
But some people do not know
Right.
boundaries. Some people
They
have
don't.
problems with boundaries
Right.
in their life.
Right.
So they don't throw boundaries on anything. They think they can just do whatever, whenever, and it's just cool.
And it's just okay.
You know, and it's just all about them. Some people think that, you know, they don't care.
Mhm.
Or they were so used to coming to and going to your man for things. You know, he might have been a fool nigga. Who knows? Your man might have been a fool nigga for this lady. Shit. And now she want fool all the time. It's like, sis,
And that's something
that's
I was
not your
gonna
fool
say.
nigga no more. Like, know that.
And that's something I was going to say too, because who knows the dynamic of that situation? Who knows the dynamic? Okay, remember, all right, so I don't know if you guys watch Married at First Sight, but this is something that we like to watch.
Right.
But remember when that girl, remember he was getting married to the one girl, and then
Oh,
he had,
yeah.
his-
He had
he had a group of women friends,
Right.
female friends, and they was hating soon as.
As soon as he started trying to get into that, you know, well, he was married to her.
Right.
Or even before. They were like mad and upset.
At the
I'm
wedding,
like,
they was hating.
why are y'all mad?
What
That's
kind
not
of
your
business
man, right?
exactly.
Y'all have ample time to act on.
If you wanted.
If you wanted this man,
But
you could have acted on
it
it.
be? It be the attention, and that's another thing.
Mm.
That's another thing. You'll be mad shit when that attention is gone.
Right.
That person ain't worried about you,
Period.
or and that's really what it be.
And now this man is meeting somebody, you know, he's all into, and you mad because you can't get him to do the little things that you want him to do.
Right.
You know, or now you trying to put a bug in his ear like, no. You know what I mean?
Right.
She ain't
I
mad.
need you single so you can be available for any time I need you.
Yeah.
And that's how
why
people be.
you as a person need to know, like that person needs to know, like, no. You
Right.
know, they need to put some boundaries on it, like, no, I like her.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
And she's not going anywhere.
Period.
So
You either get with it or you get lost.
Right.
Like, that's just that.
definitely, I definitely feel like the boundaries need to come from the
Person
friend, the person you're with, or whatever. They definitely need to set those boundaries, because obviously, you know, if you're setting the boundaries, you come off as a bitch or whatever the case may be, and maybe I'll be that, you know. But I feel like if I have to do all that, then I don't want to touch you.
I know. It's like, ugh,
Right. So
do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
And you know me, when a person, you know who I am. You know me, you know your partner. So you know what's going to fly and what's not.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm sorry, I'm all you need. You don't need no free time unless you want me time.
Unless you want
Unless you want me time, okay? You don't got time to be hanging out with all these others.
Listen,
Who is that?
I'm cracking up. And I
No,
know
it's healthy
you
to
need
have
your little
friendships.
healthy
You know,
boundaries,
it's
yes.
definitely healthy.
You need
I don't
your-
want y'all to think that I'm just like a smother type of person, because I'm not.
I do like to
definitely
be
like
in
my
my room
space.
all the time.
However, it's like when it comes, I don't like to share. Like if I feel like you giving me the same attention that you giving other people, I don't like it.
Right, I feel you.
I don't like it.
There's definitely special attention when it comes to, you know, your significant other.
That's what I'm saying.
But it is, you know, like you said, you have to have other friendships
Mhm.
just to have a healthy, you know,
Mhm.
dynamic. They need to be able to go and chill with their friends.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you need to be able to do the same. You know,
Exactly.
I do agree on that, but
I definitely want to hear, like this topic, I definitely want to hear what you guys feel. Like, what do you think about this? Because it's a topic that I feel like people bring up, but like, do you feel like, you know, males and females are able to be friends?
right.
Like real
Like,
solid
what are your
friends.
thoughts on that? What are your experiences? Have you had, you know, that happen to you before? Did your partner have a best friend, or did you have a best friend and your partner felt the way about it? Whatever. Reach out to us in the comments. I
Yes.
want to know. Email us, whatever.
Definitely. Our email, bigmamaenergy@gmail.com. Go ahead and send them emails and let us know, because I'm curious to know. Do you have a solid friendship, you know, with the opposite sex? Are you in a relationship and have a solid friendship with the opposite sex? How does that work for you?
Right.
Have you been in there, you know, in a relationship with somebody and you had a friend of the opposite sex and it got kind of spicy? Like,
Right.
what happened? Like, drop those comments below and let us know.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious to know.
Because then you got those friends who try to include you in their relationship. In the bedroom. Like,
Right. And that's weird.
some people do, you know what I mean? So let us know. I'm curious to know.
Definitely drop the
How that goes. Because that's, I'm sure, a roller coaster, y'all.
Yes.
Or another thing, have you been friends with somebody and then y'all got together and it's working and flourishing as a relationship?
That's true.
I would.
That's true.
Is it possible?
Is it possible? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure that it's happened before. It's definitely happened before. But I'm just curious to know, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this? Like, are you here for it, or are you like, hell no? So yes, guys, make sure you guys like,
share,
comment,
and subscribe.
Bye, guys.